I don't know if it was the hair and the beard, but I had no trouble believing that Shia LaBeouf and John Bertho were supposed to be playing brothers in this movie.
Friends are the family you choose.
Wrestlers got alter egos. You need a name.
Falcon! Peanut butter Falcon!
Hello there everybody, it's me the Canadian Movie Buff with a review of Peanut Butter Falcon. A young man with Down syndrome named Zach runs away from the facility he's been cared for in and runs into a thief and fisherman named Tyler. Zach is wanting to go to a wrestling school in North Carolina, as it's being headed by a wrestler that he admires. Tyler is running away from a couple of thugs whom he owes a debt to. They decide to buddy up and make the travel down south, while Eleanor, Zach's caretaker, tails after them. I don't get the opportunity to review a whole lot of indie movies, so I try to look for ones to review anytime I can. I stumbled upon the trailer for this movie while I was just clicking away on YouTube, and I was invested in it. But when it came out, there weren't a whole lot of theaters near my area that were playing it. So when it did come out to a local theater, I took the chance to go and see it. And let me tell you, I'm glad I did. What really ties this movie together is the chemistry between Zach Gottsagen, who actually has Down syndrome, and Shia LaBeouf. Zach tags along after Tyler because Tyler didn't rat him out to his caretaker, and Tyler throughout the movie comes to accept Zach as a surrogate younger brother. This arc being a central part of the story, as it's implied his brother died a few years back. So you have what appears to be a classic Huckleberry Finn type adventure mixed in with surrogate sibling drama. The script for it was well put together, and it treated Zach and the character that he plays as human. You're consciously aware that Zach has Down syndrome, but the movie never dwells on it. It's like, yeah, he has Down syndrome. That's it. A movie with a weaker script would have tried to have at least 5 scenes of Zach freaking out or something to really drive the point that, yes, he has Down syndrome. But in this movie, it's like, yes, he has it, but yeah, that's it. That's part of who he is. Keyword, a part of who he is, not who he is altogether. And there were some solid choices in cinematography and editing in the movie. One great scene is where Tyler's teaching Zach how to shoot the shotgun. The camera's in a wide shot and then BAM! And Zach goes flying backwards. It's a really well-timed comedic moment that doesn't make fun of Zach, but just adds a little bit of levity to the story. That's honestly the whole aesthetic of this movie. It's a couple of carefree souls making their way through the American South, just enjoying life and taking in the wilderness. Forgetting about everything else that's going on, they just focused on each other and the moments that they share. Unfortunately, there were a couple points in the movie where my brain was kind of going into over-analytical moment, going, alright, this next story beat is going to happen, then that, and so on and so forth. And I hate it when my mind does that. Like, it's a movie. Just turn off your analytical mindset for a minute and just enjoy what's going to come next. That being said, there are some slower scenes that either felt a bit off pace or just kind of slowed it down a little. Or I just thought they were boring. The villains of the movie are these thugs that are tracking down Tyler, but they're never really a consistent threat. There's one scene near the beginning, one in the middle, and one near the end that the movie reminds you that, oh yeah, there's bad guys in this movie. And just when you think something really tragic is going to happen, that Tyler is unfortunately going to get a comeuppance, the movie kind of cuts away to something else like, oh, nope. Everything was fine. That whole storyline with the thugs who Tyler owes a debt to never really gets properly resolved. Like I said, only a few scenes in the movie and then they just forget about it. Honestly, you could have probably cut them out from the movie entirely and it wouldn't have made a difference. But then again, if you cut them out from the movie entirely, you wouldn't have much of a conflict, so gotta create it somehow. Peanut Butter Falcon is a fun movie that manages to be heartfelt without dipping into cheesy territory. The performances and the chemistry was fantastic, the script was well written, and while the cinematography wasn't absolutely standout fantastic, it was better than average, and there's definitely an artistic spin to it. I highly recommend the viewing. Definitely see it at least once in theaters. And if it's a bit too late and you can't see it in a theater, then grab a Blu-ray copy, even if you watch it once and never touch it again. You'll thank me for it. Alright, that's my review of Peanut Butter Falcon. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you're new here. And as always, this is the Canadian Rebuff saying I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the movies. See ya!